Once 7 months have passed, and once 7 months have passed, once 7, the executor can use money to pay for estate expenses, taxes, and attorneys. What to do if the executor is refusing to distribute money to a beneficiary? Once 7 months have passed, and the executor is still not releasing money or property left by the estate, then the executor may actually be withholding money from a beneficiary. While the majority of executors handle probate timely and adequately, there are times where an executor withholds money or property from a beneficiary. There are specific steps that you can take to hurry the executor along and protect your interest in an estate. After all, you are entitled to a full accounting of the estate's assets and to the timely distribution of the estate's money and other assets. A minority of executors go as far as to steal from the estate and mismanage the estate and then attempt to cover up their misdeeds by not communicating with the beneficiary. There is recourse against an executor who violates his duty to the estate. The recourse involves court intervention. A beneficiary can bring a proceeding to have the judge of the surrogate's court compel the executor to file an account of the estate. What an estate attorney can do to stop the executor from withholding money. The game plan. An estate attorney can help you protect your rights and get your money in a timely manner. Here are the steps that we would usually take when the executor withholds money from a beneficiary, in the order of escalation. Contact the executor or their attorney and ask them for status and an estimated time of distribution of funds. Remind the executor that the estate is not a free-for-all. They have to follow rules and make timely accounting of the estate and distribution of funds to the beneficiaries. Compel an estate accounting through the courts. Review the accounting and see if the executor is unjustly taking any property for themselves. Compel a distribution of funds to beneficiaries through the court. Bring a proceeding to punish the executor for contempt of court. Demand for an estate accounting. If we feel that the executor is withholding money, we would first file a petition or an accounting of an estate to get an idea of what the executor is claiming is left for distribution. If there are disagreements over what is in the estate, we resolve those disagreements before moving on to the distribution stage. If ordered to submit an accounting, the executor will have to submit the accounting to the court, usually within 30 to 60 days. And estate accounting is a set of schedules that include all possible information about the estate, such as an itemized list of the assets that are in the estate, the funds or property received by the estate, the expenses of the estate, the beneficiary distributions already disbursed, and the beneficiary distributions yet to be disbursed. A beneficiary and their estate attorney can review the schedules and decide that they are satisfied with the information. Or, they can compel the executor to provide all of the documents associated with the estate as well as the executor's personal documents. A beneficiary is entitled to documentation, such as account statements, closing statements, copies of checks, tax returns, loan applications. Proceeding to compel the executor to stop withholding money from a beneficiary. If the accounting is resolved and the executor is still not distributing money to a beneficiary of the estate, we then go to the next step. We would file a petition to compel a distribution, to ask the court to force the executor to stop withholding money from a beneficiary and to release the inheritance. This law is meant to protect beneficiaries from an executor who either is lax in handling their duties or is purposefully refusing to distribute the inheritance. The law lets you ask the court through a New York estate attorney to force the executor to turn over property that you are entitled to. Proceeding to punish the executor for contempt of court. If the executor does not comply with the court's order and still withholds money from the beneficiary, the court can issue an order of contempt, which can include taking the executor's share of the estate, seizure of the executor's money and property, jail time. If you are asking, can an executor withhold money from a beneficiary, it is likely that something is going on with the estate. We at the law offices of Albert Good